Good day, team. Today I got all my stuff to do the power steering pulley and to do the high pressure line. So we'll start with that. First, something you need to do is to empty your power steering reservoir. This has a bunch of stuff in it, so you need to be empty to be able to work underneath and have the least amount of mess as possible. So we'll start with that. So what I'm gonna do to empty the power steering reservoir, I'm gonna take a turkey baster and boop 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 in an old container to for old dirty fluid. So what you do is you just pick it up, try to not make a mess, it's dry, and then and do that till it's empty. So now that it's now empty, what you do is you just put it there, not lose it, and you can start by going under the car and undo the I'll do my pulley, and then after that I will remove my pressure line. So now what you do is you take your 13 millimeter and you undo those four bolt over there, and then after that we can over here, I think that's where you have your belt tensioner that you can pry to make the belt a little looser to be able to undo the belt from on the pulley. So now, as you can see over there, the bolts are off the pulley, and now we can try to just pop this little cap off. Alright, so see if you do have a little cap like I had over here. What I use is one of those pick and grabbed it and just pull downward, and then it popped up. It was quite a bit of little trouble because just like a regular flathead would just not fit properly in here to be able to grab. So that's why I grab a little pick, pull towards myself, and that's how we got out. So now I need to find the right socket to go in here and pry it that way so this can be pushed outward. Alright, so I may get a little bit of hit, but there you go. So this is, I managed to pull it off, so just enough so I can slide the belt of the pulley out and see over here. Wow. So now it should be just be able to pull it out and like pry it out, because it's probably stuck for now right now. So then we'll be able to put on the new pulley. So it was a lot of work. It was really stuck there. So here it is, the old pulley. So yeah, that's not good. Really not good. But now the new one is in metal, and I'm gonna paint it. Alright, so that's the new one, metal. So I'm just gonna wipe it off a little bit, and I'm gonna add some painter's tape I got at the dollar store, just to just where the belt sits, just so I can be safe and, you know, preventive work maybe. I just want to look nice. So the color I picked is metallic purple. There's no reason behind it. I just wanted something like something cool, or just, you know, because we're gonna do a lot of work on this car, and I want to see the progress from when we started and where it's going, right? So there it is. So now wipe it. Now we're gonna paint. And obviously I'm super aware that we will never see this part of the car outside, but it's just for myself, right? So take your paint, take a well. I probably should have scuffed it a little bit so the paint can stick properly, but I'll work with that for now. So when you want to paint something, you just want to do big, like good speed, not too fast, and you want to overlap just so it's constant on your layers. So let's say, all right. Now we change angle and do it again. And you change angle and you do it again. Or I probably won't even show on the car. Oh well. So while this dries, we can hit the high pressure line. So fairly easy, I think, I hope. So as the new one shows, it's only two ends, right? So it's just like a pressure line that goes whoop and comes back. So here, when you look under the car, there's one end here. The other end, on the other hand, is yeah, it's gonna be that one over here. So that may be a little bit more trouble to remove, but with sockets, I think it's impossible. And here we're just gonna use a regular wrench and take advantage of the fact that the pulley is not there to have access to make bigger movement here. So let's try that. Alright, so for the first one here, what we're gonna do is get a little catching container ready. Take your 17 and crack it open. So just to be able to catch any liquid that's gonna come out of over there, in there, you just do it slowly. So yeah, so here's the thing, right? It was leaking all over there, and all that is crusty, nasty. And here's the idea, is just try to clean things up, right? So we'll see where it leads to. Maybe it's gonna clean itself. I have some gunk. I'll maybe do a gunk job and stain my driveway, but we'll give it a shot. There we go. Pretty nasty color, to be honest. And yeah, just so I unscrewed it and it was still inside, but I saw on the new part that that's normal, so I just had to pull a little bit. It felt wrong tugging on something like that, but that's what you have to do. So good thing that's done. So that side is out. Now we have to do the other side. So we'll check what size socket I need to use. But for this one here, it was a 17 millimeter. So I'll see you in a minute. For that back one over there, it's gonna be a 19 millimeter. I thought for sure it would be some, well, whatever, US size, but no, it's a German car, so it's gonna be the normal size, right? So let me hit that and give you an update. Alright, now seen from underneath. So over here, the other where is it? Oh, the new line has been put on. It's a pain to do, but it's not impossible. Now this guy, so there's a little grommet that you need to add, and then you put that on, and then you tighten it by hand as much as you can. Then you use your and then you use your 17 to tighten it back up. So now that everything is tied back up, both, we can now put our slightly purple pulley in the holes, and that we previously removed. So take those 13 millimeters back tight, and then put the pulley back up, and the belt back up, and I'll see you after that. At the end of the day, like that pulley is now hard to put back on, but so now you can tighten everything and then back up the car and check for leaks and put some new power steering fluid. So what I did is I took that OEM thing It's made for BMW for power steering, so should be good to go. So we'll see in a few minutes. Alright, so now that the pulley is tight, what we have to do now is to back up the car. But now if you're gonna try to turn, most likely will not want to turn, or it's gonna be extremely hard because there's no more fluid in the car for the power steering. So back up slowly, take be safe and everything, and then from there, when the car touches the ground, you should be good to go to try to pour your fluid in, and then just turn your steering wheel and to make the fluid goes in and out of the pump and internals and whatever. So once that's done, so I'll back up the car and we'll see where we're at. So super tight, and it's normal, it's completely normal, we don't have fluid anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the car and then pour some fluid in and play with it back and forth and check for leaks, and then if there's leaks I'm gonna cry a little bit. So I just back up the car, put the new fluid in, and right away, whoop, a lot better. So now what I'm gonna do is check for leaks and then go for a little ride. Not leaking, so now I'll go for a ride. So that was it. Thank you for watching. Just tidying up and cleaning everything. You can see that it got a lot darker outside, so it's time to go take a bath. And yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, if you like it, give it a like, I guess. That's how it works, right? Alright, thank you.